This is Let's Play Sonic 2006-2012, Episode 8, a companion piece to Let's Play Sonic 2006 Episode 8, Dan Deacon's Pumice Paradise. You should open that video using the link in this video. Play on 3, 2, 1, play. And we enter the Flame Core. Actually sounds cool. And that last level was almost good. It ended with a kind of horrible thing, that it was not bad in concept. There's a legitimate promise that we might actually enjoy ourselves before this is all over. This all seems vaguely familiar. That worked somehow. Wait, so now is when they choose to tutorialize about the homing attack of all things? Jeez. It's hard to tell, frankly. Yeah. Okay. Well. It's a cool name, at least. Flame Core? That's pretty good. Oh, no. No, oh, man. Alright, the Flame Core. That's not actually bad. Okay, we're not as far set back as I thought. They don't have to collect all of the silver coins, yet there are still 39 videos. I gotta wonder. Once over again, we learn about the homing attack. Oh, you might have a way out of this. Alright. Game is really terrible at providing much of anything. It's a wasteland. Now you are ruined. I can feel my not mind going numb. Oh, how about that? By a cosmic coincidence, it's finals week for me right now. That's quite interesting. The inside. We've provided you this alternate path, player. Oh wait, they have been this far before. That's right. He died in the phase-on. You missed, and then you died. Now you have to do the entire thing up to that point. And I have to watch it. It's my own personal purgatory during finals week. It has very little to do with the style. There's nothing wrong with being in a volcano, and that's kind of exciting. And there's cool visuals. It's rather well done in that way. It's just the game itself that is awful. And a bad idea. Just like every Sonic game. It's just... I guess my thesis with this whole thing is that Sonic 2006 isn't terrible because it's a bad Sonic game, but that it's a bad game, and that Sonic is a bad game, and it proves to be an adequate implementation of what Sonic games are. Anything that is a Sonic game but also fun is not really a Sonic game. I don't like Sonic very much. I take it takes them a couple more times through to figure this out. I find myself once again tempted to skip ahead. Maybe I can enjoy their torment instead of trying to not enjoy mine. I mean, if I become actively invested in wanting to watch them fail, then it makes it more interesting. I get more of an immediate satisfaction at the cost of an eventual satisfaction, which may or may not ever materialize if I did the opposite. No, you're ruined. This is an important part of what a lot of Let's Plays are missing, actually, I think. I mean, we take very careful care to play through the games that we are going to Let's Play and get better at them, and then put on a reasonable performance. You know, editing out our deaths and all that. But with too much of that, we miss the kind of thrilling tension. You know, it's like, will they actually succeed? That's not as to say that I think that the Let's Play should return to this kind of style, where uh, we get to see our protagonists fail again and again and again in the same and vaguely different ways. What I mean is that in order to reintroduce that tension, we have to take a different approach. Like, it's much more reasonable to come at a game in a live sense, and have that as your without editing kind of thing. You know, instead of just saving your successes and showing those off, to be able to show everything on the way. That does better as a on a live stream or a Twitch TV kind of thing. Oh, just hit the damn speed panel and do it. There you go. Ah, that's how he had gotten through it. That's right. You found the fast path. See, that's what a lot of Sonic games did, and I'll wager you weren't very good at Sonic & Knuckles 3 the first time you played it. Although they might have been, actually, because you have, like, two other games before that that use pretty much the same controls and everything. Feel a lot the same. Oh, I wish I had been around for that. How about you just homing attack a couple times, you ponce? Amazing. That's the payoff? He just had to homing attack a couple times? I'm flabbergasted. Big deal. You passed the hard part. I actually kind of wanted him to die a couple more times. Hey, maybe I'll get my wish. But yeah, streaming is great. Live stream gives me that sense of tension again. Instead of cherry picking the good parts, or the parts that I think are worthy of viewing. I just pick a game that I know itself to be worthy of viewing, success or failure, and I can just play that again and again. Also lets me interact with people more rapidly, I guess, instead of just tepidly posting it in a thread and collecting a few responses afterward. You have a little chat channel, a little following. You really experience things together with people. It feels, but it puts the us back into the let us play. Mm. This whole thing would be better conceived and implemented as a streaming event, I think. Which, as it turns out, we ended up doing, didn't we? Come to think of it. We did a multiple day streaming event where PokeCaptain took a crack at the two-dimensional hack of this game. He had found someone had done a fan project of changing Sonic 2006 into a 2D game and using a lot of the same graphics and all the same level sequence and all that. Even some of the same boss fights. That was a little bit of an unusual turn to things. Oh, he lived through that? Man. That's probably why all this seems more familiar than it really should. Because, in a sense, I have seen it all before. We who are about to die salute you. Maybe you ate too much terrible food, you idiots. Why do they put boxes around? Whoa. Oh, could you just go on playing already? There we go. The, the challenges were fine in concept, it just needed to be contained to the post. Anything that you add to something like this, I mean, they must have been able to anticipate how long this whole thing would take, and anything that you conceive as an idea to add, air quotes, add to your game experience that in fact makes it longer, you should probably revise. Yeah, invincible candy. I should have been around for that too. This is also rather neat in concept. You know what? I take it back. This is just wretched. And no longer like this concept. I guess I was trying to equate it to a kind of Return to Donkey Kong Country thing, you know, where they have the evening time levels and they have this really cool effect where everything is in a silhouette, and you still have the regular controls and the regular gameplay. And I guess that what I'm saying is that's the correct way to do it, is to have a neat graphical trick that makes sense and that you can deal with. You can still tell what everything is just by its outline, and they also use this to tease you a little bit, shadow puppet style. It's a good idea, you know. Just repetition with variation, little, you know. It's a joke telling technique too. You have a setup and a payoff. Phase on. This is probably the wrong point to introduce a new character with new mechanics. Or, you know, also the bare idea. You know, we don't actually need multiple characters to make our game interesting or fun. Don't need lots of mechanics either. Just, you know, keep it simple. Couple mechanics that work really well. Polish them up. And there you have it. We don't need all this. Don't need Knuckles running around in the dark. Things are miserable enough to begin with, without trying to like throw new crap at the player. Although, I do appreciate that PokeCap no longer has the homing attack as a crutch, so he's going to actually have to think about things. Although the climbing actually works rather well, huh? Oh, okay. Lighted would do fine, maybe. Nothing wrong with the little scavenger hunt. Might be the last one right there. Oh. No, it wasn't. Oh boy. Time scavenger hunts. Yep, yep, yep. I wonder if anyone else watched all of these videos in a marathon, but it seems like an impossible idea. Just why would you ever do that? I can barely stand this. he might actually have it. It's not bad. Okay. On the right, no, on the left. The other way. Does a 360-degree sweep, doesn't see the thing. It's the seeing orb from Lord of the Rings. That the enemies respawn is kind of gross. It's like, seriously. This goes on for a while. Well, the gliding mechanics are, oh, it just immediately goes. 16 minutes. That's quite advanced. Uh, oh. Ah, good. You have to fall. Thank freaking goodness. Ah, I need to bring back Out's Brilliant. That was a B rank? Jeez.